Hello everybody, welcome back to All Things Jazzy. In this video, I'm going to be showing you how I made buttercream and colored it and piped it on these red velvet cupcakes. So hopping right into it, I am starting off with some unsalted butter. The butter is room temperature, and as you can see, it's not too soft. It should just be able to like push down a little bit, but not a whole lot. If it does, you need to pop that baby back in the refrigerator. So I am going to add 2 sticks of butter, which is equivalent to 1 cup, into my stand mixer. Okay, so I am going to use my paddle attachment to go ahead and cream the butter. And as the butter is creaming, I am going to also add in a half a block of cream cheese. And if you wanted to have more of a cream cheese flavor, you can definitely add a whole block. So I'm just going to add this in while the butter is creaming so that they both cream together. And during the middle of this, I do stop and scrape. You'll see me do this often, even when I add the powdered sugar. Okay, so allowing this to keep going, I did turn it up just a little bit. So I am going to use this whole bag because this recipe does require 4 cups. This is a 32-ounce bag of powdered sugar. So I am going to use the whole bag in here, and I am actually going to scrape the sides and things down, and then I will add this in. So I am not stiffing the powdered sugar because powdered sugar is pre-stiffed, but if you want to stiff it more, that is totally up to you. I have not seen a difference in my buttercream. I just feel like it creates more work, but I have not seen a difference when I stiffed it and have not stiffed it. Unlike with cakes with flour, of course you need to stiff it, even with pound cakes, and you see a difference. But with the powdered sugar, I have not seen a difference at all. So I am just going to turn it on and just let it go. And as I see that the sugar is blended in with the cream, butter, and cream cheese, I am just going to keep adding more and more until the whole bag has been added. So it is going to start to get like a little thick and kind of hard to mix, so I am going to be using some heavy cream. So as I'm adding the rest of the bag of powdered sugar in, I am going to be adding 3 tablespoons of heavy cream in here as well. Okay, so adding a little bit of flavor, I am adding some cookie nip. I did use 1.5 teaspoons of cookie nip and a half a teaspoon of almond extract. You can use whatever extract you choose, whatever flavor. Of course, like Walmart and Hobby Lobby, Michael's, all of those places sell other flavors. Like you can even buy a cream cheese flavor, and we happen to put the block of cream cheese in if you want. But I chose to use the cookie nip and also the almond extract. And then here I am adding in the heavy cream. And if you don't have heavy cream, not to worry, you can use coffee creamer. And you can also use milk. Okay, so as I am tracking this down and moving things around, I can tell this is still too thick for my liking. So I am going to go ahead and let this blend some more or mix some more. Yeah, we're gonna let it mix some more. I did have to take it from out of the can mixer so I can go ahead and scrape the bottom, and then I'm just gonna put the rest of this on the bottom of the paddle attachment and just let that go. So it did mix for a total of about 12 minutes. You can let it go a little bit longer, but again, this is whatever to your liking. So I have 2 bowls here. I have sprung some out and into 2 bowls because I am going to do 3 colors on my cupcakes, and then I am going to use some gel food coloring to color my icing or to color my buttercream. So it is going to be a red and a pink, and then I have the white that I'm not going to color, of course, that I'm not going to color as well. And if you're doing your buttercream and your buttercream is not white and it turns like a little tinted or whatever, you can add some purple. Trust me, I tried it. Learned it somewhere else, off of Google if I'm not mistaken, and I was like, what? I am not going to do that. but y'all, it actually worked. And also you can use like a clear vanilla extract, because of course the extracts sometimes have color like the cookie nip does. But my buttercream did turn out just fine with these colors. Okay, so I am using some disposable piping bags, and as you can see, I added my tips to the inside the bag, and then I just kind of measure it to see where I have to cut it at, and I cut the excess off so that the tip can go all the way through. And then I add my bags to a cup and fold them down so that it's easier to add the icing to the bag. I am using a 2D tip, and also I'll be like literally for getting stuff and be having memory loss. I'm using a 2D tip, a 1M tip, and a number 32. So then you text your tips before you start to pipe, like I just did. So I have these red velvet cupcakes here that I had already made, and I am just gonna go ahead and pipe some flowers onto the cupcakes. They are so pretty. So you can see I'm just like, I'm gonna use all three on some. All three tips on some, and I am going to use just 2 on others and maybe just 1 on the other. But so for these that you see me decorating first, I am just going to just do it like off to the side. That was like the perfect rose, y'all. Let me do it again. Oh, that's so pretty. So when piping, you always want to, like, when you're going around in a circle, you never just pull up, because when you pull up, I'm gonna show you what happens when you pull up. It kind of like leaves that part just sticking up. You have to kind of like to the left or to the right, whichever way you're going around in the circle, like snatch it that way so that it doesn't leave like a fluff at the top or a pointy portion at the top. This white is like still super thick. I definitely should have stirred this up a little bit more. That's another tip as well. Light bulb. So when you take your buttercream, when it's done in the stand mixer, still go ahead and use your spatula or your spoon or whatever you're using to give it another stir. Unfortunately, I didn't give it too much of a stir with the white one like I did the pink one and the red one, just to loosen it up a bit, but they are still turning out cute, y'all. Look at this. So this is the number 32 tip that I'm using now. This tip has a lot of benefits, but I can say that my favorite one is the 1M that I used on the red ones, which is, I went overboard with using it, so you can tell it's my favorite. But this 32 tip makes it look super cute. So I am just going to turn that around in a circle and just pipe that on there too. And y'all see that one that I just did? Yep, I had to go back and just flatten that up where it left that little pointy top there. And you can kind of play around with your icing designs with different tips and stuff. You can utilize some parchment paper or some wax paper if you want, or even a baking mat if you wanted to just kind of like pipe decorations, or just to practice using your piping tips before you decorate your cakes or your cupcakes. And that way you can constantly keep reusing that icing to practice, or or to use afterwards. So I decided to add sprinkles to some of these and nuts to the top of others, because this is red velvet, so why not add some walnuts? So these turned out super cute. Let me know if you like them in the comments, or what type of toppings you like on your cake, or flavor you flavor your buttercream. And that is the end of my video, you guys. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and I will see y'all or speak to y'all in my next video. Bye.